Hello there, Aries, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today I'm doing your 2022 general tarot reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energies in your life, in your career, and also in your romantic love life for the year. And then we'll take a look at each of the 4 quarters and see what you may have coming along your path. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, commenting, or subscribing. Okay, so let's get into your reading, Aries. So we're going to start first with just an overall type of energy. This is also about your spiritual path. So we'll take a look and see what you have there. Crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. What a lovely energy. I feel like through 2021, you have been, letting things from the past kind of fall away. And taking a look at those things in your life that are good for you and that no longer are serving you. But this is a great energy of really stepping into that sense of healing, that you've been healed, that you've done the work, that you're ready for new, crossing over to that other side. So let's see, this is going to be for your career. Let's see what you have here. Wow, the cards are kind of jumping. They want them shuffled again. They're also giving me the message, the bridge with the bridge, the Adele song, Hello from the Other Side. For some of you that have had loved ones that have passed perhaps in 2021, they're wanting you to know that they're with you, that they're helping you with this healing process. Really lovely energy. Oh my goodness. So in your career, you have the honoring path, being recognized for your efforts, your talents, your gifts, what you're giving to, your job, but also your career. It's even bigger than that. I get the sense that a lot of you are perhaps starting your own businesses this year, but it's going to be just flow. That's the word I'm getting, flow. Like it's just going to be, I'm not going to say that there won't be any obstacles, but that sense that things are just finally connecting. You know how like when you're putting a lot of time and energy into something and it's like you're just getting friction. You're not going anywhere. The wheels of the car are just like spinning in mud. Well, you're getting the traction and you're getting the recognition for something that, you are trying to bring into fruition. I really get a sense that a lot of you are starting your own businesses. And then in the romantic, chaos and conflict. So we'll take a look at that. So this is your romantic love relationships. It can be relationships in general. I'm also kind of getting the sense of perhaps jealousy of some sort. Like I feel like your career is like truly taking off, and this could be bringing a little conflict into your relationship sector. Now, that doesn't mean that this, you should not shine your light, that you should dim your light, that you shouldn't put yourself out there. Because the honoring path to me is something where it's something you want the recognition for, that you're ready for it, that you've put the hard work into it. And, this could be a sense of being, getting abundance out of this. It could be a sense of, also kind of like, taking your career to a much higher level. I'm getting the word global, so you could be even, thinking a bigger audience. Celebrity. I think what's going to happen is I'm getting the message that your career is going to take off. It's going to almost put you into another playing field, if you will, of people that you kind of rub elbows with. like your social circle is also going to change because of where your career is going, or even if you're opening your own business, it's going to open your whole world up to a lot of different people. And that situation could cause some conflict in your relationship sector. But poised is on the bottom. You're ready for this. You're ready for whatever this career change or stardom is bringing your way. Really nice. Yeah. So what we're going to do is take a card. This is the Animal Spirit card, one for each of the 4 quarters, and then we'll go back with the tarot and do some clarifying. And we're going to kind of lay them out. I'll talk about them just a little bit, and then we'll go back and once we clarify, get the details for it. Yeah, they just keep bringing me back to this crossing bridges. You're really crossing over. I feel like you're going from something that was very trying, almost tedious, perhaps painful or sorrowful, sadness. You're crossing the bridge, and you see how this person on the bridge is like at the top, at the summit of the bridge. It's been like an uphill climb for you for a very long time, perhaps all of 2021, maybe even longer than that. It's like things have been an uphill climb for you for a very long time, and it's kind of like it's all downhill now in a good way, right? Like that flow, that sense of flow. I'm actually even seeing like a sled on a hill, that type of energy of whoosh, here we go, like all the stars are aligned, and it's just time for you to shine, and shine so brightly. Oh, Aries, you so deserve it. I know 2021 has been trying for you. So this is good energy that we have here. So let's see what you have for January, February, and March. And Spirit, time to collaborate. Yeah, I get a sense that you're not going it alone. You're almost like calling in the healing, connecting, mending energy that's here. It's this energy of coming into perhaps your soul tribe. You may have been going it alone for a very long time, climbing this bridge, and now it's kind of like, okay, I'm ready to work with others. I'm ready to take this to the next level. You may have started your own business, but couldn't really hire other people. You've been just like trudging along. And now it's kind of like you get the opportunity to spread your wings, bring other people in, and take whatever this is to the next level. And that'll be just different for everybody depending on what you have going on in your life. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So for the second quarter, so this is April, May, and June, you have the bee spirit. Sweet results await. Yeah, that's the energy of the honey, the honey, the sweetness of everything, being honored for how far you've come. What is on the bottom of this? Courage. It's taken a lot of courage to take this voyage, to go down this path. It could be that some of you decided to make some major career changes, with all the things that are going on in the world, the pandemic and stuff. And it's just kind of like you've made some changes and you weren't really sure. You put a lot of time and effort into it, but it's going to be a beautiful year for you. Okay, and then we have Deer Spirit, bring a gentle touch. So this is July, August, and September. It's like that flow has settled in. I think it's about staying humble, shining your light, and yet perhaps staying a little bit humble. I also feel like this gentle touch is the people in your life, may feel a little, it doesn't mean chaos and conflict can mean that people just feel a little left out. It doesn't mean that there's true disagreements and arguments, although there could be, but it's kind of like needing, I think the third quarter, needing a little bit of a nurturing kind of aspect with those people in your life. And then Hawk Spirit, let Spirit be your guide. Yeah, just getting into the flow, understanding, surrendering to the universe, allowing the universe to bring to you what it is that you want. And then Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. I think you're going to have a very abundant year, Aries. And I feel like this is Spirit saying, don't lose track of where you've come from. That, this all may come in rushing in very quickly. And sometimes when that happens, we can sometimes forget how long the trail has been, how much time and energy, how much we did, have to forfeit or sacrifice in order to get to this place. And it's about, really recognizing that, staying in kind of a sense of giving back type of energy. I also want to point out that, the first quarter we had the number 1, then a 7, an 18, and then a 32. And I think it's really interesting that with the numbers, I'll just say it that way, with the numbers that you're progressing. Sometimes they're all mixed up. So it's really interesting that they're kind of like progressing here. This is also the number 33, and this is the number 7. You have the 7 with the bee spirit. I just feel like once again, they said that earlier, that the stars are aligning for you. Like you've put in the work and you're going to be sitting there going, yeah, I put in a lot of work. I'm still working really hard. But it's, if you're at that point, and they're bringing this up, that, you may have put a lot of time and energy into, starting this business or some venture, and it may have caused chaos and conflict in some of your relationships because your focus has been on your career. That, the stars are aligning so that things can also mend and heal in your relationships. It's kind of, like you just had to put a lot of time and energy into this. And there's people in your life that may feel, a little left out right now. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to do one tarot card for each of the animal spirits, and then we'll clarify after that. So yeah, temperance, time to collaborate, but also having a lot of patience, understanding that the temperance card is the divine timing card, so that people will come on your path, opportunities come on your path when they're meant to be there. And it's also a sense of take stock of that and make sure that you're taking advantage of these opportunities that do come on your path. And then be spirit. And then look at this, the 3 of Pentacles. There are definitely people coming into your path that are going to help you throughout this year. That are going to help you finish. I feel like you're close to the finish line, but you may need some help getting across the finish line. Like, you're on the bridge, you've almost made it to the summit. You just need some people to come in and help you over the finish line. And I think that these people are coming in, and not to dismiss help. That, Aries, sometimes you can be a really independent soul, that when this help comes in, go ahead and take it. I'm also getting a clear message here that, this is, before I said something about people that have crossed over, perhaps through this last year or even previously, but people that have crossed over, loved ones, that have crossed over, they are also working with you. They are cheering you on. They want you to cross this finish line. And so not to be, to be very grateful, and also kind of like look for those signs. When you tune into your intuition, they are trying to send you messages to help you across this finish line. Whatever that finish line means for you. Sometimes that's healing, some type of healing. letting go of things from the past, but it also can be, starting a business or, finishing school or hitting some milestone that's been really important to you. Okay, in the third quarter, we have Two of Pentacles. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles is about, decisions, but it's also about a balancing act, taking things slowly, recognizing your feelings and also the feelings of those that are around you. It's that sense of having to juggle. So third quarter, you may be feeling like you're having to juggle a lot of people or a lot of feelings, emotions, either within yourself or within the external environment. But, it's just about being patient, nurturing, taking good care of yourself, and also recognizing those that are around you. Oh, very interesting. On the bottom, we have the Nine of Swords. So you do have some anxiety about this, but look at this. You have the Ten of Cups, and then you have the Knight of Pentacles. It has been a long journey, but you are with the Ten of Cups. I feel like your wish is coming true. Your dream is coming true, whatever that may mean for you. A relationship, it could mean, start that business, finally hits profits or something like that. Intuitively, look at this, your fourth quarter. So this is October, November, and December. You have the Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. And then the High Priestess. So it really is about tuning into your intuition, especially as the year goes on. And once again, I get a sense that you really have a lot of, guides, angels, ascended masters, deceased loved ones that are really guiding you through this. That's why your intuition, getting into your intuition, not getting, the Nine of Swords is all about the ego, getting stuck up in your head and staying in your heart space. Staying calm. If you notice, like at the beginning of the year, we have the ant and the bee, probably two of the busiest animals that we have on the planet. And then we go into the deer spirit. So I feel like the beginning of the year is going to be super busy for you. Like lots of things are going to happen, and they're going to happen very quickly. And then the second half of the year, things calm down, but it's about making decisions. There's going to be more decision making. Like I feel like the beginning of the year is action, and the second half of the year is more about decision making. And that's when your intuition is really going to be very valuable. Listening and, asking your guides for help as you continue on this path. Okay, so let's take a look here. Oh my, interesting. Okay, we have Four of Wands. You're building a solid foundation, and I feel like for a lot of you, you kind of have been doing that in 2021. So we have the Ant Spirit, time to collaborate, and then we have the Temperance card. It's about patience, divine timing, taking action when opportunities come along your way. I feel like you really have been kind of going at this by yourself. And that is the reason why you're getting this message of it's really important to work with others. It's important to work with your spirit guides. It's important to work with your intuition. You've enjoyed working on this by yourself, but I'm getting the clear message that you can't finish this by yourself. Okay, so whatever, this is, whatever this represents to you, it's about going ahead and really tuning into your intuition and getting help where you need it, accepting help. I think one of the lessons that you're having to learn this year is to accept help, how to accept help from others. So you have a Tower moment, and then you have the Five of Swords. And I feel that you're going to have this Tower moment if you continue to push to have your independence and do things your way. Okay? If you continue to try to do everything yourself, you're going to have some tower moment, and what follows is regrets. Okay? So, for some of you, this tower could even represent like a health or a health issue that comes up because you're working too hard. It's about taking really good care of yourself, and learning how to accept help from others to prevent, a health issue, to prevent, regrets for not bringing in others to help you. Because here it is. It says, and I'm going to try to put that up there so you can see. It says, time to collaborate. It's time to try to bring in others and not just do this by yourself. And I know, Aries, that for some of you, that is going to be difficult. I myself is somebody that I enjoy being around people, but I don't necessarily like working with other people. I was a teacher for years, and you're really not working with other adults. You're working with children. I was working with children. That's different. And so I totally understand you may be sitting there going, yeah, but nobody can do it like I can do it. Or, if I explain this to other people, it just takes so much more time. But there's a lesson here for you to learn. There's a lesson about learning the value of collaborating with others, and perhaps even having to delegate some things so that you can, in other words, you cannot go to the next level unless you do have others that are helping or supporting you in this. Doesn't mean you're giving up your power. That's what they're saying. Like, you're not giving up your power. What you're doing instead, is bringing in, I feel like you're going to need the emotional support in order to finish this out, to get to your finish line. Okay, so now let's go to the second quarter. We have the Bee Spirit and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, I think you're going to be a little stubborn here, Aries. Here's options on the bottom. I like that, Seven of Cups. But look at this. Okay, you have the Devil, which is being attached to, you have some clear plan. Okay, Aries, the message that I'm getting is that you think you have, I'm going to try to say this nicely, because I think that the message that I'm getting is that you think you know the plan. You have a clear plan. You may be even a little bit stubborn with the King of Swords here about the plan. But they're saying you need to disconnect from this vision that you have, almost like the stubbornness of your vision. What you don't see is that there's something even bigger. It's kind of like you may actually have kind of almost like boxed yourself into, I don't know why they're saying the word boxed yourself into the way that you think this has to go. But there's almost like an easier way, a much easier way. And you're just, it's almost like you're making more work for yourself. Like the bees, they all work together. They work together to create the honey. They work together to build the hive. They help each other out. And that's exactly what you are needing right now. Yeah. And you're going to get this inspiration. You're going to get the inspiration. This is April, May, June. Interesting. Perhaps around your birthday, you're going to get this inspiration. And it's okay. I think for some of you, you just need to hear it's okay if you want to put down the original idea that you had, and almost it's not like you're completely changing it. I don't want to say that, but it's almost as if when you take out the strict parameters that you've set for yourself with whatever this is, it's like the creative flow comes in, and then it's like the picture becomes clearer for you. You know, it's kind of like if you were to go on a diet and, you have this, okay, this is what I'm eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I'm only going to stick to this. And, that's all I'm going to do. And then it's kind of like you get so bored with eating the same foods every day or something that, you lose the inspiration out of it. Yeah, you have a plan, but you lose the inspiration. And that's what they're telling me, is that it's almost like you're sticking to your plan so much that you've lost your creative inspiration. You've lost your drive for this. But as soon as you let go, as soon as you disconnect from this, I'm getting the word stubbornness. And I know that might not sound like a very kind way to put it, but it's almost as if you have these blinders on and you're not looking at something that can be so helpful. So take a look at that, especially, the second quarter. You know that the outcome is going to be really good. I think that what they're trying to tell you is that there's an easier way. There's an easier way. And it definitely involves bringing in other people. Okay, so let's see what we have here for the third quarter. Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch, and the Two of Pentacles. So it's about kind of balancing your relationships. I think it's about balancing your relationships and this work. Yeah, lots of, okay, there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of love, but I do feel like the third quarter, this chaos and conflict may really kind of come into play. We have the King of Cups underneath, Knight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Okay, so you do have a court pair underneath. There is a lot of love here. There is a lot of love. I feel like, I really just want to get this Knight of Swords, because we have it, Nine of Swords, we have it twice. Let's see, what is it that Aries is the most worried about? What are they most worried about? The love. Yeah. Nine of Cups. Six of Pentacles. The Strength card, Chariot, Queen of Cups. I think the message that I'm getting is there's a lot of love. You have a lot of love in a relationship. And it could be romantic, but it could also be friends or family. There's a relationship, because I don't have like a lot of cups here, okay, which indicates that I think your focus this year is kind of on your career. But there's a relationship here. It could be a relationship that's not in your life now, that may have ended in the past. And it could be that the ending of that relationship kind of pushed you to go into this new career path, or this new project, or this new job, right? Something like that. It's kind of like that was the catapult that got you into this. But it's almost as if you get to the third quarter, you're getting recognized for your work. Things are going really well. But what you're also recognizing is that you don't have somebody to really celebrate it with. There's somebody perhaps in particular that you're thinking of. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But you realize that you have blocked yourself from this love. You've kind of almost pushed yourself away from this love because of all of the energy that you have put into this project, this career. Now, this is a reading. It does not mean that this has to come true. One of the wonderful things about a reading like this is if that you are connecting with this at all, is that you kind of are having an opportunity, a glimpse of what could happen. But we all have free will. So Aries, you could make changes if you're concerned about a relationship that means a lot to you, because there is a lot of love in this relationship. If this relationship means a lot to you, it's about learning how to balance, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, your projects, and also this relationship. I feel like there's a lot of chaos and conflict and confusion, okay, come the third quarter because of all of the emphasis on this relationship, on this project. So let's see what the High Priestess and the Hawk. This is, you're going to see things almost like from the bird's eye view is the way I'm feeling. Page of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Page of Swords, Ten of Wands, putting down the burdens. Putting down the burdens. Oh, look at what we have underneath. Wow. The Lovers, the Empress, and the Star. Lots of healing in this connection. And then here's finally the Lovers card. You know how I was saying there's not like a lot of cups here, but all the love is underneath. It's as if love is not your focus this year, and of course that won't resonate with everyone, but it's as if love isn't the focus. There's something else that's the focus, and then as the year kind of starts to come to an end, you realize that this would be so much sweeter if you had somebody to share it with. So you do, with your intuition is coming in, and you have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. These are messages, that you're receiving either intuitively, and I'm going to say that because you have the Hawk and the High Priestess. Messages intuitively about ideas, offers, where to go, what to do next. And this, you have the Four of Wands. Very stable, grounded energy, and also the Twin Flame card, especially since we have the Lovers underneath. You have the Twin Flame, but the Wedding card, Happy Family card. It's a lovely ending. I feel like the third quarter, you could have a little bit of that rockiness, because I feel like somebody in your life is going to feel left out. I just keep getting that. It is about staying with grace and gratitude. Just being really grateful for this. You may at some point be on a course to learn the lesson of being grateful for the relationships that you have in your life. I feel like you really do have, it's almost like, okay, the message I'm getting is that you've manifested this beautiful honoring path. It's something that you really wanted to do. It could even be something like you wanted to take a trip around the world or something like that. Like you're accomplishing something that you really and truly had been working towards, wished for, It's like it all comes together. And then once again, it's this, your wishes come true, but it's as if you don't have somebody to share it with. And it's kind of like it almost makes it not quite as sweet. And once again, Aries, you know that ahead of time, right? You have free will. You can make choices today that, change the outcome. The outcome is good. Okay, the outcome is good, but just keep that in mind. Okay, the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. And wow, I'm going to tell you, I feel like that is coming back to this energy in the second quarter of being really attached to a certain outcome or a certain way things have to be. Just being really determined, but also kind of stubborn. The King of Swords can be a little bit stubborn. The King of Swords also brings the sword down and cuts out people, situations, and things that no longer, that they don't want. And it could be that at some point, you may feel like, well, I have to cut out these people because, I've got this thing I want to do. I have this accomplishment. Yeah, really interesting. What is that saying? Forewarned is forearmed. Something like that. You did have a tower here. I don't get anything really bad with the tower, but it's definitely something about, taking good care of yourself, not being too attached to your independence. Okay, so let's take a look at your final thing. Do I surround myself with people who lift me up? Oh, so interesting. Okay, so it says on the back, the people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you set into your greatest potential? Make a desire list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself and clarify if there is anyone in your life who no longer serves you. Can you love them from a distance? Really kind of interesting because there is this energy of pushing some people. We had the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior, the boundaries, knowing that the sun will rise in the morning, that type of energy. So there could be people, with this King of Swords that you are crossing off your list of people. But do I surround myself with people who lift me up? And, I really do get a sense that you are kind of in this energy of wanting to do things yourself, your own way. But it is about also finding people who can also support you in what it is that you want to accomplish, whether that's a coach. It could be even, people that you don't necessarily work with, but that just support you from, like a coach, like a life coach or a spiritual coach or something like that. All right. Well, it gives you some food for thought, Aries. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I really did enjoy it for you. I'm also going to say you do have something big happening this year. Something really, really big. And I'm excited for you. And if you did resonate with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. I'd love to hear in the comments how this might resonate with you. And I wish you much love, light, and happiness in 2022. I hope to see a lot more of you this year. And bye for now.